Come on into Faith Shares Real Wisdom on this Friday night. Come on and say hello so I can know you here. Uh, Hello, Dr. Gasson. Glad for you to be on tonight. Come on in, come on in. Everybody come on in, say hello. Hi, just show your face, your name. Tonight, this episode 27. Episode 27. Hi, Vonnie and PB, and y'all come on in the room. I tell you, this is one of those nights where I'm actually excited. Hi, cuz Wendy, um, prepare for peace. Prepare for peace. That's what we're talking about tonight, and it's actually a recap of what we're talking about or have talked about doing preparation um, for what's ahead of us and this year. Hi, Duchess. Glad to see you on tonight. We're just excited. Duchess, did we have a good time last night? Wow. So just come on in the room, come on in the room. Prepare for peace. Prepare for peace. And I tell you what, I always tell everybody that knows me, I will not give up my peace. I'm not going to let go of my peace. I will not give up my peace for anyone or anything. And I tell you, tonight is just very interesting that we're talking about preparing for peace because tonight I saw where something tried to snatch my peace and I snatched it back. I'm almost about to name myself like my brother. I'm about to be peace. Oh, I'm about not just prepare for peace. This sister here about to be peace. And peace can be a good thing, and peace can always also be a dangerous thing. But in my case, it's working for my good. So I just come on in the room. I'm glad everybody that's in there. Hey, Debbie, I'm glad to see you on. I appreciate you guys coming on. Hoping that I'll be able to stay on the whole time. I believe I will. Um, we have all kind of storms going on across the United States, and the South just happened to be getting some South Carolina. We're just getting some interesting things going on around here. Hi, Queen Denise. Hello, Virginia. Um, Prepare for peace. And this is one night. Coach Faith is when I say walking in her peace, walking in it, walking in it. And I need you to understand when you have peace that surpasses all understanding, including yours, you're in a good place. I want y'all to hear that tonight. When you have peace that surpasses even your understanding, you are in a good place. And tonight, I found out that I'm in a great place. I'm in a great place. Do not, and I say with everything within me, do not let any or anything destroy or take your peace, especially when it comes to people, people, and especially grown people. Yes, yes. Because why? We have a saying. I always say people do what people want to do. And someone said to me this week, you know, you can't tell grown people what to do. Then I heard it three more times. You can't tell grown people what to do. But sometimes we'll find out we're not as grown as we think we are. Keep your peace. And we're talking about preparing for peace. And hi, Sister Ann, how are you? Love you, love you, love you to life. And hi, niece, Corinthia. Just glad for y'all to be in here. As I said, we're gonna recap some things, but I want you to understand how important it is to keep your peace no matter what's going on around you, you have to keep your peace. And a lot of times, sometimes we find ourselves in places where we tend to get upset, especially about people. We tend to be upset. You overthink, worry, and all this kind of stuff. Don't worry. especially when it comes to grown people. Don't worry. I said to an older lady on this week, I said they taught us if your head if you make your if your head be hard, if you make your head hard, something like your behind gonna be soft. It's something like all the Queen Denise, you probably can help me out on that one. Um, about if you a hard head make a soft behind, one something like that. And we were laughing, and I said, "Oh yeah, but mine's gonna be fitting right. That's it right there. A hard head make a soft behind, and it comes soft in different ways. But let me tell you, keep your that's it. That's it. Thank you, Queen. I knew it was something. I was talking to an older lady this week, and we were laughing about that. But I said tonight, matter of fact, I just said to my husband, I am keeping my peace. I have to keep my peace. Now we're preparing for peace. The first way to keep your peace, your mindset. Everything goes back to the mind. I don't care what it is, it's going to go back to the mind. Your mind, my mind. Everything we perceive, everything we see, everything we want, everything's going to go back to your mindset. It's going to be your mindset. So when things don't go the way you want it to go, remember this. How did you see it? How were you thinking? You know, what did you create? Remember all of that, because one of the things I'm finding out, nobody can control my mind if I don't let them. Nobody can do it if I don't let them. We know that, I say this all the time, it's not church, but as a man thinketh, so is he. So when it ended up going a different way, what were you thinking? You know, they say, what were you thinking? When you made that business decision, what was you thinking? And some decisions, was you even thinking? No, a lot of times we don't think because our emotions are caught up. Instead of thinking, you don't think things out. You deal with things with your emotions, and your emotions will always what crash. It's gonna crash. You gonna find out you should have took time out to think. You should have took time out, whether it was counsel. You need to make sure you have your mind in the right place. You have to prepare yourself, literally prepare yourself, even for peace. Things are happening so fast. It just was a few minutes ago. My husband walked in my office, and he was laughing. He was like, "What kind of mess is this?" I guess some of you heard about Florida is trying to ban the dictionary. They want to ban the dictionary. Now, make that make sense. When I say they want everybody to be, don't think, just don't know. Here, dummies. Oh, they go out. They listen. It's almost time to where the way they going to move from Florida, for they fall all the way over in the water. You ban the dictionary. There's already nobody use a dictionary. You know, you use Google, but you got a state that want to ban the dictionary. Everybody need to wake up. Like, wake up. This is where we at. This is the world we are literally living in. When you got people that really want to take control with whichever way they can. When you say ban the dictionary, I'm fussing now because most of the kids don't know how to use a dictionary. A lot of the adults now don't know how to use a dictionary or can't say the words in the dictionary. Uh, I was like, yeah. I said, kids, should we be surprised of anything that's going on? Yeah, that's just dumb. Like, dumb. Ban the dictionary. Come on, y'all. But that's what's going on. That's exactly that's where we at right now. Hey, Denise, we're in a place where so much is going on with our in the world that we live in this good old United States, and lot more will be going on. That's why you have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare your mind. You have to prepare your surroundings. You got to not just speak peace. around you. You got to make it peaceful around you. You have to make it peaceful. My son laughed at me. He said, "Oh, Mama love to say that." No, I feel this. I have to keep this. It's almost like you could say, "I had my last time was something trying to snatch my peace." Now, let me get you to understand this. When you get into a place where you have this peace, no matter what's going on, no matter who acting crazy, who being a donkey and everything else, you keep your peace. You prepare yourself. Because see, what I do, I'm not blind. I tell people I don't walk around with my eyes closed. I walk around with my eyes wide open. I don't even care what people are saying. When I see it's like, okay, when you see somebody's about to fall in the water and you keep telling them, don't fall in that water. Be careful, there's water right there. And it's like, I can see. And you keep saying, but you about to fall in the water. And they keep saying, I can see. Well, I'm gonna keep my eyes open and I'm gonna watch you fall in the water. That's what I'm gonna do. Exactly, Queen Denise, because I will pursue my peace. In this day and time, if you don't have peace, you're gonna go crazy. That's what's gonna happen. You will be going crazy. You're gonna lose it. And those of us that had to fight to get to a place of peace, we just gonna have to watch you lose it. Yes, darling, Lord have mercy. I'm just gonna have to watch lose it. Because why? You have to prepare for peace. I was trying to share with someone on today because I'm gonna tell you this. I had a conversation with someone this afternoon, and I was sharing with them how I was trying to help somebody, Queen Denise. I was trying to help somebody um, prepare. This has been a 3-year process for us, so prepared. And they quoted me a scripture, and my response was, "I'm finished. I'm finished." Even a coach, when to give you the whole couch, the whole room. No, no, no. I ain't give him the couch. I give him the whole room. I'm finished because you was just, hey, Charmaine, I am finished because I have come to find this out, Virginia. You cannot. You better not get on my live. I'm taking words out of my mouth. You can't help grown folks that don't want to be helped. I'm telling you what God has already spoken, and you want to give me a scripture to make sure you don't even prepare to do what you need to do. Well, we're gonna go ahead and see how that works. That's where I'm at now. We're gonna go ahead and see how that works. You have to be in a place, and I found out tonight I'm there. You have to be in a place no matter what. Not only do you prepare for peace, make sure you become peace. Make sure you become peace. Everything around you become peaceful because why? I will not accept any interruptions. I block it all out. Block it out. But I don't let it get into my space. Do not let chaos take your peace. This is why we're preparing. One of the ways is your mind. Your mind. You have to get in a place where you meditate. Meditation is real. When I tell you it is key, it is a place you need to be because when you come out, you might run into crazy all over the place. Crazy be waiting for you to come out. And guess what? You'll be like, I ain't letting take mine. Crazy gonna be right on the sideline. It's gonna be right there. It's gonna stay there because I am what I am bringing myself into a peaceful place, a peaceful realm. I feel it. I see it. I hear it. And I am one, I'll be honest, I'm not one of my husband likes certain sounds and it is common to him. But now when it's real quiet, I literally see where my mind is. What's coming. You literally can train your mind to stay in a place of peace. With chaos all around you, you can. Now we were talking about things. Things are happening. United States and UK attacking them people over there and tearing down things. And for you deep folks, you don't pay none of that attention. You just be like, oh, that's just going on over there. We're finding out here in the South, we're having a different type of winter. Even in the north, they're having a different type of winter. You're having it where they're used to snow and they're not getting snow. Further up, you see that it's flooding. It's still different. The atmosphere is different. The climate is different. So we're having all types of weather changes going on. But some people are so deep that it's like, oh, it's just something that's happening. You sit there. Uh, I see other things coming. Chaos is on its way. Why are we preparing? We talked about having essential items when things come like another virus. When that happens, that you're prepared. You don't have to run in and out of places. We talk about having some survival things. We talked about water. Somebody told me would they have a water. I said, well, I have to take my sons and we got to do another water run, and because I think it's six of us in the house, so we have to do a water run. So soon. Oh, I'm good. I haven't counted, but I'm sure I got 20 cases of water in my house. But it's six of us, so I want another water run. Um, my husband had drive me out to the spring, to Healing Springs, and fill up big jugs of water. Why? Because I'm preparing to keep my peace. Is those of you that were on, um, it was a week before last and we were saying to watch the movie, and I believe I said it last week too, to go watch the movie The World Left Behind. It had a good message. I see it all over social media, and they bring all the negative part. I'm looking at the positive part. Prepared. There was somebody on there that literally was prepared for what was coming. Uh, I looked at that man to say he paid attention. When he heard it, he began to prepare. He made preparation for what was coming, knowing that some didn't believe. I've been saying, and I'm saying again on tonight, save cash. Some people don't want to hear about saving cash because they're too busy wanting to shop. Well, I am a shopper. I used to look with my badge of honor for shopping. And those that know, it runs. I used to say it was a curse in our family. It ran in our bloodline. We were shopaholics. Family reunion, we shopping. No reunion, we shopping. We just shop, shop, shop. But then I got a coach that says some things and I listen. And my coach didn't say stop shopping. My coach just said drop some wisdom nuggets. And I was listening because I have a coach that I'm more direct. Now they can be direct with me, but they have this soft uh, finesse and they're so sweet with it, never hurting your feelings, all this kind of stuff. Listen, I love my coach, but when they say it in such a way where you have to be crazy not to listen. That's how they say it. I mean, it has so much force behind the words. So I pay attention. And all of a sudden, I start looking around and remembering the words that came from my coach and said, okay, Happy New Year, Josh. Look around and see what you have. Do you actually need to be shopping? Where is the you don't have the money you need and you want, but you yet shop. See, that's that consumer mentality. So you ain't preparing for nothing but to be broke. That ain't peace. And when you broke, honey, you can't hardly rest. You can't sleep because you trying to figure out where I'm gonna get money to do this and that because you didn't take care of the principal things. Hey, Kelvin, my nephew, I love you. Um, love you. Uh, you have to literally prepare your minds. And I need you to understand when you hear wisdom, recognize it. Recognize it. When you hear it, I understand that everybody don't appreciate wisdom because I read in the Bible that I read fools despise it. They ain't gonna take wise counseling. Fools despise wisdom because their attitude is I'm grown and I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's what fools will do. But let me tell you something. I ain't a fool tonight nor tomorrow. I listen to wisdom. I don't care if it's coming from a child. I'm gonna hear it. Hi, Jesse. Love you. All the way from Georgia. I'm going to listen, even if it's coming from a child, because guess what? It can save my life. It can keep me out of a lot of trouble. I was about to say something else, but we're doing something and we can't say that. I felt something coming up to my throat, but it will save your life if you listen. You have to get your mind in the right place. Something as simple as I can say, okay, we have some things coming up. Don't know when it's going to happen. A lot of things are going to be happening right here in our. It's happening in the world, but right here in the United States, where we so free that, and we not, but we so free to we listening to anything, and I'm good, I'm okay, and yes, the Lord will protect me, but the Lord has given me common sense to share, and He has already spoken to share. So if stocking up on water is one. The reason why I will stock up on water is because I got a warning about stocking up on water. The reason why I say, and I told y'all, and I gave y'all that story about how the Lord spoke to me about dry beans, and that's over two years ago. And I began to buy dry beans. And my first response, because I'm transparent, my first response was dry beans. Lord, you got to soak it. You got to do this. You got to do it. He says, buy dry beans. And I was like, okay. And the transparent pastor I am, I went right on to our church. Hi, Nitra. I went right on to our church and I shared it with the members at our ministry. And I said, y'all, I don't know why. The Lord said buy dry beans. So I told them to stock up on canned goods. I'm still telling them to stock up on canned goods. I called my niece in Virginia and said, stock up on canned goods. Stock up on your toiletries. All the essentials, stock up. Instead, y'all like to be with people that's in lack. I'm telling you to stock up and you hanging out with people that don't have. Make that make sense. Because they're going to tell you, you're going to be all right. The Lord got you and the Lord got me. And He told me to stock up. And I'm telling you. And guess what? The wise will do it and the foolish won't. That's what I'm not Coach Faith. You can't say the people, the fools, are not doing it. Oh, yes, I can, because you can be blind and see what's going on in the world right now. All you got to do is listen, Google, or whatever, and say, you know what, I need to prepare. Because I feel like something, and if I don't feel it, maybe talk to about 5 good people with good sense. Just 5. Just 5. And I need to go ahead and get me some money. Right here in the town that I live in, I went to the grocery store and we had a storm Tuesday. We had a storm Tuesday. So I went to the grocery store Wednesday to pick up a couple of things. And I asked the cashier, I said, how are you doing today? She said, I'm doing much better today because yesterday it was chaos. It was a mess. And I said, oh, in the storm? I said, people was out in the storm? And she said, yes. She said, but because of the weather, you could only use cash. And what I thought was funny, you couldn't use your debit card, but you could use an EBT card. I said, huh? She said, only cash. Everything started messing up. She said, then it went to nothing but cash. And people had all this stuff piled up, but they didn't have cash. And I said, oh, and that was just our storm that we had on Tuesday. And I was like, now that storm didn't seem like it should have did that much. But every time I hear you can't use your debit card or the machine shut down and this shut down, I be like, Lord, I thank you. I'm prepared. I'm doing just what you said. I know there are people out there that are listening. I know, and this was way before that Virginia Stewart recommend for us to watch to watch the movie. She actually said if you watch it, you'll see what I'm saying. But I'm glad she put that there because I was one of the ones that didn't watch it, and the people in the feed was saying that it was good, and I got the message. Oh, I got the message. People, let me tell you something. You can pray all day, but you still got to get up and do something. hmm You can pray all day. All my praying, I'm so glad that the Lord spoke and that I could share. Now it's up to you to do what I share, or you can seek Him yourself, but don't seek Him till the stores are empty. That part. Don't be trying to figure this thing out. You say put some cash to the side. You put the cash to the side. Well, some put the cash to the side and keeps going back and spending it. Some don't put no cash to the side. They just look. They just living their life like it's golden. Living their best life. Y'all ask yourself this question: how can you live your best life broke? Nobody's in the room to answer it, but just ask yourself the question. How can you live your best life broke in a world that we have to use money? So don't say, I got the Lord and that's enough. Because no. He ain't broke. Thank you. You can't live your best life broke. Then you surround yourself with broke people. Come on, y'all. I'm just dropping some wisdom tonight. Yeah, we're preparing for peace. And one of the ways is finding whatever different ways where I can have more. My husband said to our ministry, it's a must. I have more in 2024. It's a must that I have more. You, and it starts here. Everything starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. No, you cannot live your best life broke. My name is Faith. I live by faith. Living by faith, I still need money. All that time I've been living by faith, I needed money. Provided you got to get past that place of just enough. And your just enough is not enough. Because when you finish with what you said was just enough, you still looking for more that same day to take care of something else. Let me help free somebody tonight. Or I'm just getting you prepared for peace, a way of peace is that all your needs are met and there's no lack, none whatsoever. No lack. That's in every area of your life, including your finances, including your peace. No lack in no area of your life, including I'm lacking common sense. God, I need some common sense. Please help me to get some common sense because I'm not going to make it if I don't have even that. And you can't say, no. You can't tell me you have the mind for because most of us are believers. You can't tell me you have the mind of Christ and you got a broke mindset. Take that to somebody else, because everybody that followed him had more than enough. Everybody, when they didn't have it, he gave them. He had so much. All he had to do was say something as simple. Don't ask me why I'm going here, but just two pieces of bread and five. I would say five sardines. Let me make it the sardines. That's all. He took that because he was abundance, and you want to live in lack. Come on now, get off of me. No, he took that. He took that and fed all them thousands of people. How many people can you fill? How about that? Mr. and Mrs. Christ, how many people can you feed? How many people can you feed? Now, in church we go, it took a turn, it took a turn. So get that mentality out of you that I don't need this, I don't know. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Look at we talking about heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. So as long as you here in this human body, I'm gonna help somebody. You gonna need some peace or you gonna lose it. You gotta snap. As they say, snap. As long as you here in this human body, you gonna need money and lots of it. You don't need a little bit of money. Don't let nobody fool you. I know we got messed up with that. We got messed up with that. God is gonna multiply it. Lay it on the bed tonight. Put you some money on that bed tonight and watch it get multiplied. Okay, so don't play with me. That means we got to do something to make sure we can bring in more, have more. It's important. And that which we have, become great stewards, not just a good steward, great stewards of that which we have. We are living in a time where we go to bed one way and the Lord bless us to wake up. We don't know what will be going on in the United States. I don't know what's going to be going on in South Carolina. We didn't plan. These kids just went back to school. Our district, yes, they had a early dismissal. As my son said, it wasn't that early. I said, well, it was 2 hours early because you don't know what day. We hear things about the weather. Well, unless I know we do at SFM. Things about that give us signs with the weather and happening and all this stuff and watching around. No, we too busy in foolishness. We too busy rolling on the floor and spitting all over the place and stuff. No. Open your eyes and see what needs to be done. What do I need to do to make sure that I can keep peace in my house? One of the things that I can do, I can sit back and just relax and be peaceful and happy in my own house. Oh, sit back and I can have peace in my own house. Why? Because I have already prepared. I've already prepared. I need y'all to understand. We pray for our soldiers a lot. We do. No matter we don't have to hear nothing, but we know what the Spirit is saying. So we pray for our soldiers all the time. Because why? We don't know, and they don't know. Because once they over there, they become the government own them. I don't have a son that's enlisted in the service, but I pray for somebody else's son and somebody else's daughter because I do know we're in a place of you don't know what's going to happen from day to day. What does it take away from you to be prepared? Let me tell you something. If the lights go out and you got flashlights and no batteries, you still ain't got no lights because the flashlight ain't help you at all. The flashlight can't help you without the battery. It can't come on without having what it needs to charge it to make it turn on. Look, we can't be walking around here talking about we got the light and we ain't hooked to no power. Come on, you got to be hooked to something in order for the light to show, to shine, for someone to see. Other than that, you just shaped like a light with no power. Moving on, prepare. Prepare. Prepare for peace. That means peace in the midst of chaos. We have talked about dry beans. We talked about whole grains. We talked about having um, buying rice, grits. I mean, those that got the email and those were on the thing, they got the list from grits, rice. Those things make you full. There was other things that were on the list. Um, they're filling. I got a friend that's going to send my kids, but send me um, a recipe how to make bread. I didn't instead of me, now the old me probably would have been like, ain't nobody making no bread. Y'all know how we do. I go to the store and I can buy bread. But if it was like it was around here Monday, when those people was getting prepared for Tuesday, you couldn't hardly find bread. I went to three different stores, big chains, and you couldn't hardly find any bread. So what happened? So when they said, I would send a recipe for your kids to make bread. Oh, I got happy because I thought about that thing. Now here's another way you can prepare. You got plenty of meat and everything in your freezer, but when you can't get bread, can you make bread? So what would I have to do? Find the things that's in the recipe and put it in the house. Get a pan and put it in the house. Why? Because I'm not worried about going out there and can't get no bread because we know bread is filling. So if somebody thinks enough to send a recipe to make bread, I might want to go ahead and get that. Why? Because here, that's something else I don't have to worry about. Yes, Queen Denise, you got to connect to the power. You got to connect to the source. It's things that you'll say, oh, well, I don't know. And stop. Let me help y'all. What we're going into in 2024 is not something that has been experienced before. We keep going back to slavery, and the majority of us was not there. We were not there. So me, I can say, because that's the thing to say. We used to surviving. We know how to survive. Da, 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 da. I was never a slave in that way. My grandmother was not a slave. Maybe her mama might have been, or her dad is somebody. And the way he was said, he ain't been no slave. He might have enslaved you. But come on, open up, change your mindset. It's time for us to start doing some new things or learning some new things because you don't know what all is going to happen. But I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be more than interesting. And you want to be prepared. You want to be ready. You want to be ready. We talk about having grills, charcoal. If just people got electric stove, your electricity go out, you can't cook. Say your electricity went out and it don't even have to be anything really bad. Just a storm coming through. These storms coming through. You need to be prepared for these storms that are coming through. That every time a storm comes, I don't have to run to the store because I'm already prepared because I don't know what's going to take place. If you don't have the cash, you can't buy it. They tell you got to go back out the door. And then you got crazy people trying to rob you because they don't have. So they out there to see who may have that they can take from. Prepare for peace. The peace in your home. Peace in your surroundings. And even, I know some of y'all might don't like this, but I don't care. Even if you got to buy a piece of steel to protect your household, do that. I am not against that because what? Y'all keep listening to two people that got the testimony they called Jesus and them bullets didn't go through. That might not be your outcome. Let me help somebody tonight. That might not be your outcome. Because where I'm at in the South, everything that don't look like me told. Everything that ain't Carmel told. So I'm telling you now, I'm preparing in every area. So you're not gonna Pastor Faith gonna say, get your CWP. Oh yes, I am. Yeah, oh yes, I am. I sure am. Why? Because you gotta prepare. Because you don't know what's around you, who around you. A lot of you still have to go to work and or just walk out your house. No neighborhood is highly safe anymore because people are coming in your neighborhood. So I know I got a CWP and two and want to get another one. Uh-huh. Two pieces of steel and want to go get another one. Criticize me. I'm good. I'm prepared. What's gonna be your story? So let's go back to the one thing, but that's another way of preparing. I talked to a young lady. She said, I'm single. I live by myself. I said, but go ahead and get the CWP too, because it just being up in that house and you got to get from the car to the house is a whole nother story. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Smart young lady. She's like, I'm going right now because something happened. But she said, this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and stock up. I said, think of everything you would need to survive. Because, see, this is the thing. People are like, I'm not buying all that stuff. Well, you ain't got to buy none of it. But see, the beans will be good for a long time. The rice is going to be good. The grits is going to be good. The oatmeal is going to be good. I bought food gradable containers you can get from Lowe's. I'm sure you can get it from Home Depot. So it keeps the food longer. So I bought those things. Canned goods, you got 2 to 3 years on that. I bought jar fruits in the jar. Um, um, Costco's and Sam's and BJ's or wherever you are, they have these things in a jar, pineapples in the jar, and coconut water, stuff like that. Things that you still can sit and you can eat in peace. You'll have these things. Peanut butter lasts a long time. Some people say, unless you're allergic, I tell anybody, when it comes to certain times in life, you'll eat things you say you wouldn't eat or you'll be glad to have those things. We recommend things that don't spoil fast at all. So I want things now. The rice, basmati rice that we have in our stores and our Sam's, they limit us to 2 bags. It's the rice that's in a sack, Royals. They limit us to 2 sacks, and it's a smaller bag, and it's only $20. But they limit us. That's the same rice I asked my doctor. I said, I heard this rice is very healthy. It doesn't spike your glucose level and all of this. And she looked at me and smiled. I said, because, I love jasmine rice and I know that's a good rice. And she said, yeah, the basmati rice is the best one. And it is much healthier. I was like, okay, Royal. But then you get our people, Queen Denise, be like, that rice so little. Get used to something else. It's good for you. It's good for your health. It's good for your health. We're eating to live, not living to eat. We live to eat for years. That got us in the situations a lot of us are in. But that Royal, they limit us to 2 bags. But I met this Caucasian lady in Costco's one time, and she said, Miss, when she saw my buggy, she was like, okay, I see that you're buying to prepare for something. I said, yeah. She said, well, we've been preparing. She said, that rice will last you 10 years in that same sack. I said, oh, okay, thank you. And of course, I grabbed some sacks. At that time, we weren't limited to how many we could get. When I see that there's a limit on something like that and nothing's really supposed to be going on, I take it as a sign and I understand there's something going on. Something's going on. I share. I don't just sit and act like, oh, no, I'm going to share and say, get this, do this. There's certain things I told my family they don't need to buy because they're going to run through it. Gabby, in a week, these kids are just going to go eat it all up, drink it all up. So I prepare so too. My office may as well be another storage place because I have to lock up everything that's drinkable. literally from Gatorade to soda to juice, everything that's drinkable except the water. And it's like, Ma, when can we, in February? We laugh because like, no, y'all not doing no fasting, but y'all ain't gonna drink no sodas like that. But I'm saying prepare. They have the even down to the little portable, we call it a little stove. Think camping. Because somebody said, I don't know what to get. If I got electric stove, I don't know what to do. Think camping. Go in the camping section. You don't even got to go to the store. You can go online, go in the camping section. You'll see the things that they take out the camper. That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to see. I went right to Sam's. I got my little can to plug up where we can cook on this little look like a little electric, but it's not electric. It does like the little gas where you can cook on it. Let me tell y'all something. This is the wisdom. These are the things you think about. But the fruits, because everybody like, I don't want the canned fruit. Buy the fruits in a jar. They got that too. You're gonna pay a little more, but it has about 2 years on it. 2 years on it. You ain't gonna need it like that, but 2 years on it. Um, or you can your own. I've been talking about it, but I haven't done that. But if it had to be, I have already talked to somebody that that's what they do. That's what they do. Because what you use wisdom, because everything you can do now to save a penny, I ain't even say a dollar, to save a penny, that's what you need to do. Using wisdom. Wisdom is not just walking around saying, "Well, I can buy what I want. If I want to buy 50 pairs of sneakers, let me buy it. Buy it by all means. I'm not the one to stop you. Buy your 50 pairs of sneakers. Buy your 10 dresses. Baby, do you. Do you. But in a minute when you can't return it because they're not going to, too late to return it. And you be saying, I wish I would have kept that money. Because I thought Coach Faith was losing it. I thought Pastor Faith was tripping. I ain't worried about nobody saying that because now, not just me, people that know me know I went back 3 years, but everybody's saying it now. You ain't even got to be in the church and you hear and prepare. Literally everybody, even the hunters telling you to prepare. Because you can't tell grown people what to do, but I want you to keep your peace. I don't want you to be walking around. See, I don't walk around in fear. That I do not do. No, yeah, that's what he got me. He got me. He's always had me, and he will keep me. I am not uh, walking around in fear, and I don't have to walk around in the rush of something because I'm prepared and I'm keeping my peace. Let me tell you something. It can be five of y'all around me acting a donkey, and I'm gonna be like this. Now I probably will dismiss you, but I'm gonna keep my peace. I ain't gonna join the donkey band. I'm gonna let y'all be a donkey on your own. I'm gonna let you hit it on your own. Why? He always warned us. Now know that and say that. He always warned us before things come. But a lot of times, because you're not in the right space, you don't hear it. You don't see it. He lets you know things to do. You can listen, when I say keep your peace, you got to keep your peace. And if you don't have it, start doing the things to make sure you get it. Will you be tested? Baby, ask me. Oh, yes, you will. But you snap back, just like, I'm not giving up my peace for nobody. Nobody. Nothing. Things are happening in this world. Every day we're hearing something different. Every day. The what I heard when I got a phone call and it was talking about Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and the Equaline and water. And I was like, what? And it's like, it's always something they trying to do in Mississippi. And I thought about some people in Mississippi and I was like praying and I was like, but you know what? They will be fine. Oh, because they can buy them water. It's the people that don't listen that's not prepared. Prepare yourself because see, some of us, that's just something we did. But now I won't tell y'all how many cases I want to have to feel comfortable. Cause y'all be like, no, just know that I will be. At, Sherry, I just told somebody that day, warning comes before destruction. And when I tell you people don't heed to warning, they rather be in destruction than running and hollering. And Queen Denise had it earlier because I keep talking about. I talked about this last night. Me and a friend of mine, the five wise and the five foolish. They all had the same opportunity. It's just like me saying that they all had the same opportunity to prepare. They know they was going to this wedding. They know that they were invited to this wedding. They could have went to the same store if they wanted wherever they needed to get this oil from. They could. Why? No, five want to do it this way because the other five was probably say, "He got me." You know how we say, "Oh, God got me. He got me protected. I ain't worried." I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor a seed begging for bread. And the other five said, "You got that right. That's why we're gonna go buy the bread and the seed and the bread." Okay. So when they didn't have, they ran out. They want to go to the five wise to ask for theirs. And they're like, no, you had the same opportunity. We all was coming to the same wedding. We were all going to the same place. Now you want to come get us so we can run out with you? Oh no, that's not how it's gonna go. And that's where we are now. Listen, you have those, they do what they want with their money and all this other kind of stuff. Now, some people that I know, they just blessed that they can be around me. They ain't got to shop because they know I'm a have food. I might start Sister Sherry, I need to start selling meals during that time and rack up. But they just don't. But I'm going to prepare. You got, let me tell you, whatever it takes to get your peace, you got to get there. Get in that place and you stay there. I function with my peace. In the midst of lifing, I keep my peace. Why? It's important. I start off with peace. When I lay down now, I'm resting in peace. Whatever I got going in my head is a good thing. It's something that's going to bring me more peace. You have to get your peace. Let me tell you, for the things that's going to be happening in 2024, you need to get in a place of peace. Get in that place and stay there. And everything that comes to steal it, interrupt it. Because I'm going to tell you, your emotions will have you all sidetracked. Making decisions with your emotions never seem to go right. And that's in every area. Never, I've been there, done that, did it for years. Get you in a lot of trouble. Cost you a lot. Cost you a whole lot. Cost you your peace, cost you your money. Sometimes it costs you a whole lot of other things. Get your peace and keep it. Whatever you have to do to make sure you can stay in that place. And when you find out that people don't want peace, hey, sometimes you got to dismiss them. Y'all know, dismiss them. Your peace is so valuable. And for those that right now toss and turn and have so much on you and you just, the weight is so heavy. You got to let that go. You got to let that go. And I'm telling you, 99.9% of the time, it has to do with a human. Whether it's on your job, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your home, it has to do with a human. Let it go. People are dying by the minute, not by the day. People are dying by the minute. I lost a friend, a high school classmate. It just took me by surprise when I heard about it, and it hurt because she has been on my live. She always support anything I post the majority of the time, and it just suddenly people don't have to be sick now. And I told somebody, you can be sick in your body every day and you don't know because y'all know we strong, so we don't go to the doctor. That's how we operate. We just keep going. Then somebody else died. Then somebody else. They're dying by the minute. And it is now where you know these people. They're not strangers. Do not let things weigh on you because I say all the time, at our ministry, and I'll say to anybody, stress will manifest itself in so many ways: strokes, heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, all these things. It will manifest itself. Oh, stress just don't keep just staying and waiting on you and it don't affect you. Oh, yes, it do. It will affect you. You have to let so much go. We have to preparing for peace is letting a lot of things go. You know, literally letting a lot of things go. Yes, how stop? I have it as I laugh and tell my brother, there's abundance all around me with just about everything you need. I prepared teas. I have any kind of tea you want. I had to look up in my text because it's this I call him my love, but a young man, we call him Sir Roberts. He made a certain tea. I'm like in there. I'm like putting together anything I think I want to just have. Just to lay back and be like, okay, to keep my peace. That's what I do. Those are the things I prepare for. You can tell me the store is shut, it ain't opening up for a week. I'm gonna tell you I'm good. They can say, oh, the store is not gonna open up for 3 weeks. I'm gonna tell you I'm good. Shut it down for 5 months. I'm good. Literally, I'm good. Yes, Queen Denise, stress will kill you mentally, physically, and spiritually. And she could know that in every area because she is medical. She's a nurse. She knows. She sees. It can kill you in every area, and you still operating like a Samson. Think you still got the power, and it's gone. Whew, that is not what you want. Prepare. All the other things, you know. I might have grew up in the I'm from Connecticut and grew up in the city, but a lot of the country's in me because my mother grew up and she was from the South. So I'm used to the big freezers in the house full of they always had it packed up because they were always ready. You're not running out of food if you from the country and you took in anything. Oh, you're gonna always be prepared. So I have that. My kids be like, Mama, I said, don't worry about it. You'll thank me. You'll thank me later. They be thanking me now. I'll be like, get out of all of y'all going through too much. But prepare. Your peace is very important. In the midst of everything happening, you have to have peace. Literally, you must. Your peace is valuable. I'm going to tell you, if you don't have peace, your life is interrupted. Things are just not happening right. You just can't get it together. There people say, "Oh, my nerves bad." No, my nerves is good because I'm not gonna let you get on it. See, you got to get to that place. Stand up like no. I'm gonna say no. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna let you get on my nerves. And when your nerves get bad, you remember I didn't let you get on mine. Don't come for me to try to free you of yours because I tried already. So, and some people are just comfortable. comfortable with their life being a mess. I told someone, you stop stressing yourself out to try to bring somebody where they don't want to go. Let them be there. Let them stay in that spot. They want to stop fighting grown people. Because as much as you can pray, do everything all day. Yes, Pastor Vera, protect peace, and you got to release them and him. You have to. It's very important. Have you save your money. Save your money. You need cash. We have become a car society. We say cashless society. Cashless society. Yeah, and now we need cash because we've gotten to the place like I don't carry no cash on me. Well, now you better carry some cash on you. One of the things I might not have said before, I always share with my people: do not let your tank go under a half a tank. Let a half a tank of gas in your car be your empty. Do not go under a half a tank. Let that be your empty space. I'll say that again. Do not let your vehicles go under a half a tank. Let that be your empty. Let that be a normal that, okay, I'm empty now because I'm on a half a tank. Fill up. Because I'm telling you, you pass by, you are on E, get up. We can't get no gas. It's just those are just one of those nuggets. I will tell you, do not let it go past a half a tank, especially in this time of uncertainty. Make that a habit where, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it because some people they used to. Why you putting $5 in that car? Because you not bought a whole bunch of stuff you ain't need to buy. Okay, you got to go to work, so that's a necessity that you have gas to get to work. So remember that gas because you do not know when. Oh wow! And see, that's in several stores last week. Took no cars had to have cash. It's happening all over, like literally in different states. They're saying the same story. Y'all, it's a warning. It's a warning. It's a warning. You look at it. Don't be like, oh, that happened over there. It's happening. They test in certain areas because I know y'all don't think y'all supposed to read or know anything else, but they test in rural areas to see how things happen when they do that. Virginia said it just makes sense to be responsible, manage in the simple things like this. Yeah, just manage this, do this. But I'm telling you, they test in rural areas. They test in rural areas. Help somebody to see what's going to happen. I went the other day. I'm stacking back up. I didn't run out. Ain't much I'll run out of. I didn't run out of masks, but I went the other day to buy more masks. I went in and got some KN, what is it, N2 or KNR, whatever it is. I went on to the depot place the place that got all the tools is Harbor Freight. I went to Harbor Freight and the man was like, "Oh," I said, "Oh, I'm just getting." I prepare in every area, every area. If you know, and y'all hear, oh, another, well, we ain't even got to worry about the other virus. We got viruses already over in these other countries, and y'all know it hops its way, right? Right, KN95 mask. I won't even say how many I got, but I just went ahead and got those. Prepare. We got viruses going on, new viruses. We got things going on that's taking people out. We got hospitals in South Carolina that will not even test for COVID. Now you make that make sense. I'm about to get off. They will not even test for COVID. Now that's crazy. And then you go to another hospital and find out you do have COVID and about to have a stroke. Come on. When you start you prepare yourself, build your immune system up, like literally build them up. I don't know if all the home goods have it, but I went to Home Goods and they have the variation of the emergency. It's not emergency brand. It's the same stuff in it. The one with the D, the Z, and all of that. Hey, that I saw it in the 90 packs, just like the emergency ones you get from Sam's, but it was just a bigger box, and it said $7.99. I was like, what? I knew it looked like emergency, but it was just a different brand. Of course, knowing me who I am, I bought 4 boxes, $7.99. Oh yeah, now that I was not leaving because what everybody need to be just put it in your drink, put it, do the water, whatever. Build your immune system up. Don't forget about the kids. Build their system up. Babies are dying and they don't know why. Kids are leaving here. Build them up. All this warning comes so you can keep peace. You don't have to walk around scared. Build up our kids' immune system. Don't build it up with just junk and candy. Put the stuff they need in their bodies. Put it in their bodies. And you can pour the oil on them all day. That's good. Pour the oil. Pray for them. But put some stuff in their mouth, in their system that goes down their throat. It's okay. I promise you, you won't miss heaven. Give these kids what they need instead of just ignoring them. Well, I pray and they're covered by the blood. Cover them by the blood and put the vitamins in them too. Yeah, it's time for me to get off. Come on, y'all. We don't serve an ignorant God. Give them babies what they need. They need their vitamins. They need things they need to build up their system. Put it in there. Your prayer is fine, but they need something in there. Because after you finish it, then you got to take them to the hospital because they burning with fever. Then I'm going to want to slap you because you wouldn't do what you needed to do for that child. Yes, that's what I said. Then I'm going to want to slap you because you didn't do what you needed to do for that child. Do what is necessary. Oh, wow. Virginia Stewart just put we're in the midst of the largest global surge in daily COVID. And I heard that from somebody else too. Infections since Omicron, with nearly 2 million new infections per day. Y'all read that. And no one is talking about it. Now, if anybody on from SFM, y'all see this? I just said this about 2 weeks ago, whenever we had our fitness Sunday. They're not talking about it. I said this at our ministry. There's a lot going on. They're not talking about it. They're not talking about it. And we just walking around like, oh, no. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. Get that. Know what's around us. Know what's going on around us. It's not just talking about scriptures. My knowledge, my people perish. And in this case now, a lot of our people are dying for not knowing. I'm concerned about the children and the kids, adults too, but adults are in charge of the children. Give these babies, build their system up. You are living in a world that do not care about you. Let me give you a news flash. Now, this is the first time I went 10 minutes over. I'm going to get off. Hopefully, we will be back on next Friday. I'm going to be learning some things and do what is necessary. I'm telling you, do what is necessary to build up your immune system. Prepare, keep your peace. If you haven't had peace, do what you need to do to get your peace and keep it. And doing foolish stuff is not peace. I'm just going to let y'all know that. Help somebody real quick. But if I'm going to tell you something, I'd rather take the wisdom and apply it than for God to have to show me. Because what you don't want to do is let him show you. Because somebody going to be crying on the other side and it ain't going to be him. I promise you that. So good night. I love you all. Please keep your peace, get your peace, enjoy your peace, prepare. Get your water, get the essentials, get those things that we need, that's needed. Put up. That's not fear. That's not you not having faith. That's you using your faith in the wisdom that God has given you to prepare for that which is ahead. Um, I love you. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there, whichever state you in. A lot of states got weather coming bad, but please prepare, prepare, prepare for peace. This is where you will be calm no matter what's going on. Again, love you all, and see you next Friday. God bless.